but the Neville brothers seems to have panned out, you know. And you've got in this band an incredible amount of talent and experience, and also you've got the kids joining in as well, you know. It's as if you had the Temptations, you know, and Michael Jackson thrown in at the same time, or, you know.
So they're going to get an album out?
Yeah. Got the album, the record we've got, anyway, I mean, I've had it in bits and pieces over the last year. It's just been putting it together and persuading somebody to take it up. I think Atlantic are on it, and which makes it easier for us because, I mean, we're just a label, you know, we can't actually stamp the records and distribute them, you know, I mean, we're just a label. All it means if somebody's on our label is that they might get an extra bit of airplay on the radio because certain DJs will play it, and they'll take, you know, because our label, just because of what it's the Rolling Stones got the tongue on it, they'll give it a spin, whereas they might not if it was on any other label, you know.
Tosh still on your label now?
Yes, Tosh is off now.
You've just done Johnny Be Good.
Yeah, and he did it still when he was under contract. But I mean, the fact is that Tosh did very well while he was with us. And the amazing thing is that it's in places you don't even think about. You know, I mean, Bush Doctor did it real well, which is his first album for us. And but after that, I didn't really like the albums that he gave us after that much. But
didn't like the last
at the same time, he worked his ass off on the road, and he broke open South America, which is a huge market. You know, single-handedly. I mean, they were pressing records they couldn't press enough. Of his albums for South America. You know, you don't even. Because we're the Rolling Stones. I mean, everything laid on us as like major markets, you know. It's something to find out that they can't press enough records to supply some third world market as far as like the people that lean on us are concerned, you know. And then you realise that we're all going around the same fucking little track, and it's so difficult to break out of it. You do the US. You play Europe, you know, some get to play Japan, and, you know, and then you do Australia occasionally. You're leaving out huge portions of the world. All you need to do is go there. At the same time, it's so much easier for the promoters and the business people just to keep you going around the same old track. Because it's so much easier because they've got it all organised, so it's a hassle for them. To get you to play South America or Africa or Russia. I mean, the places that, you know, by now I'm sick of playing. You know, I'm not sick of, I don't mind, you know, I'm not sick of playing to anybody. But I don't see by now why I haven't managed to get out, you know, that single rut of just playing, you know, why is it just the US and Europe and Australia, you know. I know that if we could get to South America, but it's just so much easier. They can make enough money off of us, forcing us to go around the same old track, time after time after time. It's too much of a hassle for them. I mean, they've got no imagination, those people. It's not required of them. Which means that you have to get the actual musicians in the band to sort of force the things to happen, to actually get out of just trundling around the same old rut. So, why do you think that we have given up? Just sick of it.
One more American farewell tour, isn't it?
In actual fact, they're wrong. What they should do is not do one farewell American tour. What they should do is go bust their balls and get into Russia or play South America. Same as we should. Same as, hopefully we will,
You're getting your wheels in motion for mortgage.
Yeah, because I mean, there's been no doubt that the fact that we spent 2 years on the road is for us a complete reversal of the whole situation for the last 10 years. You know, we spent more time working on the road. It's done us more good. And between ourselves as a band and as far as everything else we do, you know, it's always been my point of view, like you say, we talked about it, it's always, you know, if you don't play in front of an audience, forget it, you ain't gonna, eventually you're gonna dry out, you know. And it's no accident that we've cut 40 tracks in 6 weeks. Yeah, it's a direct result of being on the road for 2 years. Yeah.
Were you writing on the road much?
But one thing kicks the other. You know, you might not consciously be writing songs on the road, but be able to sort of point to certain things and say, well, it's because we played. I wrote this, but just the fact that you're playing together that more, that regularly, it makes the juices flow. Yeah. I mean, it makes making records easier. And making records easier makes it easier to play on the road. And any band that thinks, the whole joy of the thing is like to get to the point where you sell enough records where you can afford not to go on the road. You can never not afford to go on the road. The minute you stop that, then you're not going to make any good records. You know? I mean, there's absolutely no reason why Led Zeppelin shouldn't exist as a viable band now. They're good enough. I mean, as far as audiences, anyway, Jimmy, wasting his time as far as I'm concerned.
He ain't doing nothing. Yeah. I mean, at least partly
he's a victim of his own creation. You know? But it's a shame. Yeah, because he's worth a lot more.
Right. I read you